Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to this new lesson of mine. I'm going to be showing you how to play every single major, minor and sus2 chord that there are using only one chord shape. Right, so that equals 36 different chords that you're going to learn in this video. Right, so how does that work? Basically we have 12 notes on a guitar: C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Right, so that's 12 different notes, and each one of those notes can make a major, minor or a sus2 chord. Right, so that's 12 times 3, so that's 36 chords. Right, so let's get into how you learn and play all these chords. Right, so if you want to play every major chord, so that's 12 chords, right, what you're going to want to do is we're going to use the 3rd fret on the low E as our root note, as our first note. So as an example, right, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press down every single string on the 3rd fret. Right, that's a bar. Right, now this is very difficult, but you don't really need to be able to actually play the chords that I'm going to show you just to learn what I'm actually showing you. And to be honest, neither do I. Right, so I'm going to show you how to play well, G major essentially. Right, so you hold down every string, right, on the 3rd fret, right, and then you're going to want to put this finger, right, on the 5th fret of the A, and then your pinky on the 5th fret of the D, and then you're going to want to put this finger on the 4th fret of the G string. Right, you play all of that. Right, so then that is G major. Now if you move that up a fret, right, that's G sharp major. You move that up a fret, that's A major. Move up a fret again, that's A sharp major. Right, so you literally get, right, so if I go down here, 1st fret, the note on the low E is F, right, so this is F major. You literally just go up to whichever fret you want to play that note as a major chord. Right, so this is F sharp down at the 2nd fret, right, back to G, right, and then like up here you got B on the 7th. Okay, right, so then that is you having learned all the major chords. Right, so that is 12 chords that you now know. Okay, now go back to G major, right, and then literally just take this finger off. That's G minor, and then again same thing, right, G sharp minor, A minor, A sharp, B. Right, so it's literally the same exact thing. Whichever like minor chords you want to play, you just find the root. Right, you can go into the major one and then take your finger off, or if you know how to just do the minor now, you know, you just play it, you know, just stick it down and play it. Okay, so that's F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, G sharp minor. Okay, right, so that's how that works. So now you know 24 different chords. Now say like you're playing like G major, and then you want to move to C major, but your C is all the way up here at the 8th fret, so you don't want to go all the way from here all the way up here, especially if you have all this string scratching and all that. Right, so what you can actually do is because like your notes up here, right, start down here on the 5th string, right, so 8th fret on the low E is actually a C on the A string. Right, so you got a C on the low E on the 8th, and then you have a C on the 3rd of the A string. Right, so to play all the major chords using your 5th string as a reference for what chord you're playing, instead of using the low E to find your root, and then play from using the low E as a reference, you can play like using the A string as a reference. I'll show you. Right, so the 3rd fret on the A string is a C, right, so instead of using the C that's up here on your low E, right, we're going to use a C major that's down here, using the A string, the 3rd fret, the C, as your reference. Right, and all you're going to want to do is bar all the strings. Don't bother with the 6th. You don't play this if you're using your 5th string as a reference point. Right, you bar all the strings, all these 5, right, and then you're going to want to put this finger like 2 frets above it, so like on the 5th fret, and then like this finger on the 5th fret, and then this finger on the 5th fret. Right, so it's like B, G and D. Right, and then that, sorry, right, is C major, and it's the exact same thing again. You go up, right, so C sharp, right, so all that, it's, you know, that's D, then see my hand's starting to cramp up now, but anyway, like, you get the point. So it's literally, you just hold that bar down and you hold these, and then again you have all the majors, right? So say you want to find all the minors using the fifth string as a reference, right? So say like the fifth fret, like that is your D note, because the third fret is the C sharp D, right? All you're going to want to do is play what was the major shape if you use the low E, so the sixth string, as sort of your reference, right? If you play that same shape but using the fifth string as your reference to find the root, right, you end up playing minor chords, right? So that is actually C minor. So C major using the fifth string as a reference, right, and then C minor, right, then like C sharp minor. Right, again, it's the same thing, you just go up or down whichever root you want, right? So that will be a C, this will be a B, right? So this will be B minor, okay, right? And then if you take this finger off, right, so that would actually be the minor chord shape. If you're using your low E as the reference point, right? If you use the fifth string and hold that down, you actually play Sus2, right? So this is B Sus2. Right, okay, so I'm actually on like C sharp Sus2. Right, that's C Sus2, you know, because I'm using the C note on the fifth as the reference, and you're holding this shape, right, which actually is like the minor shape if you're using the sixth string as a reference, right? But if you hold that using the fifth string as a reference, you're actually playing Sus2 chords, okay, right? So then if you use that method to play all the Sus2 chords, right, you then know, so essentially what you should have gotten from this video is you know how to play all the major and minor chords using the low E to find your root note, and then you can also then do the same using the fifth string to find your root note. So that's the major, this is the minor, and then you can also play all the Sus2 chords if you use the fifth string as your reference to find the root. Okay, so that's like D sharp Sus2, D Sus2, because the fifth string is on the A is D, and then if you go up one, it's D sharp, you know, it just keeps going up, 7th fret E, right, and then that's it. I actually wanted to make this lesson 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, in like 2014, but that's the thing, like I never ever strum chords, I just play metal or fingerpick. So I'm really bad at holding these chords, but I've gotten fed up of waiting to do this lesson. It's so overdue. So I'm sorry if I can't play the chords, or my fingers are a bit like cramping up, like I have my finger over here so you can't really see what's going on with this finger, because I'm having to proper press down. But like I say, it doesn't matter as long as you know how to play the shape, like, and each of the variations to play which type of chord you want. You will know how to play what chord you want, right? So stay tuned for part 2, and I'm going to be showing you how to actually use all these chords for composition. So it's like, okay, I taught you all these chords, but how do I use them? How do I use them musically? How do I use them to write a song? How do I know if I'm doing the right or even the wrong thing, right? So that's what I'm going to show you. But I would have included it in this lesson, but I usually just keep doing takes of each lesson until I eventually get through to the end, saying everything that I wanted to say and everything that was appropriate, right? So I didn't want to sort of do all the theory stuff in part 2 and then screw it up on the first take and then have to do all this lesson again. So it just gives me a checkpoint essentially, so I can end here and then I can just start from part 2 and teach all the theory. I'm not going to have the guitar with me, it's just going to be a pen and paper. so you can actually learn how to use these chords. Right, so that is it. If you have any questions, like if you didn't actually manage to see or understand how to play the chords, just ask me. I'll tell you what frets to press down and all that. It'll be fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this was useful to you. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, check out my Facebook page, and God bless. Take care, all the best, and keep on rocking.